Hey guys, Will Little Sunshine here with you for another month of tarot readings. Wherever you are in your month, whenever these find you, it's when you're meant to hear the message. So, I'm not specifically calling it February. I don't want to, label it that. But when you're here, I'm calling them NOW-U-Arys. So, it's right here, right now. I usually post them in the beginning. Not the beginning, but like the 15th of the month. But wherever you're at, this is for you guys. So we are. You're my last signs of the whole cycle here. So we're on water signs, and who do we have up first, guys? We're gonna start with Scorpio this month. So Scorpios, you have the Two of Coins. You actually all have coins this month. So Scorpio specifically, you're the two. 222. 2 is going to be an important number for you. Otherwise, what do we see here? We got a guy with many masks. He's sifting through these masks. Balance comes to mind. What he wants to do. What kind of mask you want to wear. So, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? You're trying to find that balance in your life. What mask to wear for your month ahead or your day ahead even. So if that's, you have to put on your housework hat or mask, or your playful with kids mask. We have all these different, titles or labels we can put on ourselves, and you're just kind of trying to find a balance in your what you need to do and when you need to do it, kind of your day-to-day life. So shuffling that around, and you're really kind of, I love these cards because you get so many messages from them, and you're just kind of shifting through, finding a new, is it a career change even? Is it something you're looking for? You want to be something else. I wrote here in my notes too, guys, because I write these up. But any, imbalances in your life. So if you're seeing just look at your life as a whole. Are you seeing a money imbalance? Are you seeing a relationship imbalance? You're gonna know where this card kind of applies to, or where you need to focus to on life. So if it's the money thing, and you just need to kind of really focus on your work right now, or, letting other areas, letting other, modalities come into your life that you can play around with and let money flow more easily into your life. And, but, it's really different for everybody this month. Really what you need to focus on in your own, I'm trying to not get in the sun and and have a nice lighting all at the same time. But so look for your imbalance in life. So if that's looking like for you too, you're a little clumsier or something like that, it's usually a signal that something higher is going on, that you're not on the right path. But find your stability in life, I guess, is what I'm trying to get around to. Find your comfortness, your balance. It's really going to be about balance. When I look at this card, I always feel just a sense of balance and finding it. So the whole process of what you're going to need to focus on. And how do we know? How do you know? You're listening to this and you're like, I don't really know what I need to focus on. It's gonna be up to you. It's gonna be where you're, you feel that imbalance in life, and once you find kind of that momentum of what you want to do, where you want to go with it, you'll get rolling again. But sometimes you can feel stuck just looking at a mask. If is this the right one for me? Try it on and see if you like it. You're not going to know until you at least give it a shot. So again, Scorpio, I'll just leave you with, you'll find those imbalances by find your balance by knowing your imbalances. It's kind of the wording that I was searching for the whole time, if you saw me struggling for the words. Okay, so we go through life and a lot of us learn by making mistakes. So in an ideal world, you wish you could just look at somebody and say, hey, don't do that because this is going to happen. Or you even wish at your own mistakes. Like, God, I wish I just would have not gotten into that relationship, and it ended so badly, and I wish I could have followed the signs. I felt the signs in the beginning that it was gonna be bad, or not even something as drastic as that. I wish that whatever you're finding yourself wishing for, just even the little things of, I didn't do that. So you look at those imbalances and those mistakes that you have made, and you grow from them. You realize that that's not the balance you want. You learn from your imbalance. You've learned from making those mistakes, and now you know what you want. Hopefully you don't make them again. A lot of us, get on these patterns of making them, but who cares if you make it again? It's life, and you just, you keep pressing forward, going in this timeline of a life here. So press on. Don't get hung up on those imbalances, and just find your balance in your own way that comes easy and fresh to you. So no matter where you're at in your life, I hope you got something out of that for your month ahead. One more gander at the card, guys, before I leave you. It means something totally different to you. Look at, I'm like wearing a mask now myself. So pick up your mask, go wear it, try it on, try new things, and find that balance, guys. However you do so is up to you. Okay, so we're moving on, guys, to Cancer. Cancer, you have another coin card here is appearing for us, or pentacle. However, these cards call them the coins. We are the number 3. You are the 3 of coins. It's funny, the sun is shifting as we make this video. Probably by the end, I'll be fully smothered in light here. So I'm trying to, let's just... I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, Kansas. Okay, so shifting. We're shifting it. Scorpios were wearing their masks, while Cancers, we are shifting to the 3 of coins. And what are we going to learn from the 3 of coins in the month ahead? So this is for you wherever you're at, Cancers. Whenever you're finding this video, it's not for a specific month. But it's kind of like the same that Scorpio had. You all are in the coin category. Scorpio, the 2 of coins, you, again, the 3 of coins. But what are you doing here? You're this, I've had these awesome little stories that come with these cards, and it's like this clockmaker, and he's, really refining his talents. So, what do you do best? Do you sculpt art? Do you craft it from little pieces of glass and make beautiful sculptures of art? I just watched this awesome video that just popped in my head yesterday, and my friend does that, and he's a Cancer. So what are you doing? What is your unique gift to the world? Because this month is really going to be about refining your techniques, kind of becoming your own master. We go through life, and it's funny, the roles will sometimes just be reversed, that the child-parent relationship, the maybe a boss to the worker, or a worker to the boss. And sometimes, we shift where maybe now you're a parent now and you used to be the child, or maybe you're the boss where you used to just be the worker. But, you get to use all that experience in full spectrum. So, that's where your unique gifts kind of come in, is using your past experiences to then, you're going to know that you don't want to be a crappy boss to your worker. You know that because maybe when you were the worker, you had a crappy boss up here that was, like a dictator, and now that you don't want, to be that when the shoe is on the other foot. Yeah. So whatever hat you're wearing, whether it be the boss, I feel like there's kind of like a role reversal in this. But it's one and the same, guys, because it's, you know, in that relationship. Like I found myself once in a relationship where I was kind of more um, not the dominant one. Well, I found like it's been reversed like that, where I was more the dominant one in the relationship, the decision makers, and then I found myself in another relationship where I just wanted to sit quiet, let them make the decisions. So like we'll ebb and flow with life, where sometimes you'll want to be the decision maker, single. You'll you know just come across all these different roles that you can play in life, and right now I'm feeling like it's more of your time to kind of shine and just, you know, working on your true talents, that unique gift, no matter what it is. Maybe you're just a good talker. You like to talk to people, make them laugh, make them feel good. So what does that look like for you? You start practicing your speech. You start looking up funny jokes. You watch a little television and, you know, good TV anyway. But, you know, whatever it is for you, you're really going to find yourself this month, I feel like, just fine-tuning, homing in on what you're really good at and shining that onto the world. So it's not a time anymore for like just sitting back and waiting for it to happen. It's time for doing for you. So you want to really focus your attention on proactive things. So if you're this clockmaker, like you're gonna find yourself, you're gonna have to go get parts. Like you're gonna have to do a little bit of footwork. Like a lot of us in the manifestation world, you know, before we come to this planet Earth, we're just like instant manifestors, and what we think happens, and we come here, and then we have to get used to like thinking on things and meditating, and then overthinking them, and we get all these barriers in our way, and we get really like frustrated sometimes when we don't have that instant manifestation. And like, doesn't it feel so good when you get that instant, like, oh, I was just thinking of that person, or, you know, I want a glass of water, and then before you know it, it's like, oh my God, somebody brought me a glass of water. How did they even know? Got my I Love Lucy cup. So, anyway, Cancer, you're gonna work on, sorry, redefining your, no, I keep wanting to say refining your talents. So search them out. Look just at your life. Look at, what am I really good at? And let me just work on my strengths. And you know what? You do what you love long enough, and you know, money will start flowing in. Like you start getting paid for doing things that you actually like. You get to be your own boss. I kind of was touching on that, but you're gonna feel a lot better when you're doing what's right for your authentic, natural self. When you don't when you get past the point where you feel like you have to put on a show for people, or this is what society wants me to be like, and you know, we go through most of our lives being finding out like we're just little machines that are wandering through life, and a little equations of like, oh, people like when I do this, people don't like when I do this, so I'm gonna be more this way, I'm gonna be more this way, I'm gonna be more this way. Before you know it, you've kind of like lost that thing. So think back to, I used to like to play with Barbies when I was little. I used to love doing their hair. I used to draw on them and do little shows, put on little plays with them. And like in my older life, I think that's like really what I've wanted to do. Like I like directing, I like acting, I like that kind of stuff. So it's like, ooh, I really like, you know, and it will be. You'll just think back, think to the child, go to those child eyes, and you know, find what your true authentic self happens to like, and stick with it. And I'll leave you with that, Cancer. So have a very fascinating, fixing month of refining your beautiful, beautiful talents. So thank you. Much love to all of you guys. Okay, guys, and we're gonna finish up here the month with Pisces. Pisces, you got 2 cards here. This was your first one. Dun, 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 dun. All coins here for the water signs, Pisces. So we got these artistes, and we are painting our French mouse. It looks like. Is that my own viewing here, my own interpretation? But it looks like that mouse is very paint me like one of your French girls. But I'm thinking that you're this guy or girl here. And it was very much like Cancer's actually, where his was very much, refining your talents, looking at what you're really good at. And for you, Pisces, it's like you're bumping yourself up to the next level. So if you're a master, you're bumping yourself up to grandmaster. If you're a student, it's time for you maybe to be a teacher of it. If you're what's another good bump up? If you're in high school, it's time for you to go to college. If it's like just that next level, you're taking it to the next level, Pisces. So who do we have? Who are we bringing with us? This card really wanted to say hello to you. Also, he's the Page of Sword. He's reminding you not to take the learning so seriously. The page brings funness, kind of like a childlike perspective of your teaching to the world. So here you are, really refining your talents, just like Cancer. You're really honing in on your expertise and bumping it up to the next level. And this guy's here to remind you, like, breathe, blah, don't take it so seriously, and have fun with it, because you know that what you're doing is what you want to be doing. If you're a teacher, you're like loving it, and if you've lost your way a little, if you're not like teaching how you once set out to passionately teach, it's like, bing, the page is here to go, come on, remember when you really had passion about this, or whatever your specific talent is. That's what it's kind of here to tell you, is like, let's have fun with it, let's bump it up to the next level. We don't want to be all wishy-washy and blah 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 anymore. We want to really, we have created this masterpiece here. Like, that mouse is fabulous, and you need to show it with the world. Like, so however that looks for you. If you're a mechanic and you're working on a car and you're like really proud of this car, is your next step to like take it to a showcase? Are you gonna enter it into a show? It's really about bumping it up for you guys this month. So wherever you're at, how can you take what you're doing? I have an idea that what you guys are doing is very good for the world. So throughout kind of all these water signs, it was more about, you know what you're doing, you're good at it, you found kind of your knack, or maybe if you haven't, you're rediscovering it. And you're perfecting. There's, I hate the word perfecting, but everything's always perfect, like exactly where you are and in divine order. But you're really like vamping it up to be the next level, to be just look. I mean, if you're like a healer of some kind, you're wanting to start your own business or something like that too. It's time. Like, it's no longer time to go like, let me meditate on this. It's time for the footwork. It's time for you to go, you know what, I'm really good at this. I'm gonna keep, working at my practice and doing it the best way I can possible. But it's also time for me to go like, I love that building down the street. How much is it? Like, how much a month is it? And like seeking out those people that are gonna help your projects flow and flourish into, that next step. Because all it takes is like, you have an idea for a business, and then before you know it, you're on the phone and it's a perfect price, and you've run into a good contractor, and like things just build momentum, and you might hit little hiccups along the way. Who cares? You got so much momentum building that you're gonna keep going and keep going. So Pisces, I'll leave you with remember your playfulness, remember your childlike wonder. My niece and nephew are coming over like tonight, and I haven't seen them in a few weeks, almost since I think like Christmas. So it's, you know, it's just when you get to be with that childlike energy again, you just, you know, it's so much fun. We're gonna go to the science center tomorrow, and like we get to see through, like I love seeing them discover things for that first time too, is what I'm really trying to say. It's like, even though you know all this stuff, it's like, now who can you pass it along to too? Like, you're gonna help this little page show him some fun new stuff while he's showing you some fun new stuff. So you guys are life's teachers together, and you're going to get as much as you think that you're teaching this little guy is just going to teach you some stuff too. So have fun with him. Have fun in your month ahead. I'm sending you guys blessings and love wherever you're at. Namaste to you. I love you all. Have a beautiful, magnificent, wonderful now. Happy Now-U-Ary, you guys. Love you.